Now, and I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Mike, 20! 5'9", 5'9". 40's Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Show it up. Show it up. Shit.
On second down, here's Wentz. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. On first and 10, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Wentz again. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Now Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Ravens.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Dion Lewis. Remember, he started his career as an Eagle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On the play. First down, Baltimore.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The tackle made by Brandon Graham.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. It's now 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 6, Ravens nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 24, Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Eagles 13, Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Thomas. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Extra point.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They're running, man. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Peters on the
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Justice Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Eagles 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Donald Parham with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Tucker lining up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Eagles 13. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Intercepted by
we haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Complete to Devin.
A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32. And a Raven 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
6 yards.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Makes the score.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz. They'll hit Jackson, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
46 down, man, 5-4.
On first down, Wentz. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the...
Here's 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. A final shot before half for Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Great 15. Great 15. Man 5-7.
Throwing his Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Again, it's Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 40-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Pernell McPhee able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Run. Get some penetration. You go tight. You got tight right there.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That is on 40.
That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check 26, check 26. Be ready, be ready. 48.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They run with Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
74, 74. Check the hot read.
Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Malik Harrison in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10. At their own 43-yard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. First down and more for Jackson. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it hate, watch it learn, can't relate. Watch it stir out the mud, out the dirt, of water waters, in the merch, out the gate, on site, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun to forget all the fame, get the money, I'm out in that late where it's sunny. I've been since
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He's not going to get me. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw, it's Wentz. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
The scoreboard it tells a story for them a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. The offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first is Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming out.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. They get this out left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Ravens 38, Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
I've been grinding since a young and they told me my time was coming. I've been hustling with no fun to forget all the
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
To number 22.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 45, Eagles 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation,
rush coming, and he's taken down
by Patrick Queen. Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Second and 20.
This by 7. Hey. 4 down. 60 back. Check. 48's the Mike. I got him. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. No. You pump. Jim. Why? Get Wayne. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
One final try now for Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.